Hey, Shalom Akim. Shalom, first thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor as due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. I'm going to like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is going to be titled, man, something has to give. Okay, something has to give. And this is based on the lessons that Apostle Aram Lab did, basically titled Worn Out. A response video by Elder Ayathan, and also by the Elder Brother Uriah from Chicago camp did a video as well, going into being worn out and being constantly perplexed on all sides and harassed, man. Just constantly attacks from demons on people and just everyday life, and actually doing the work of the Most High. And constantly being harassed by these outside forces, man, which is putting you in a constant state of delirium, a constant state of mental degradation or degradation, man. Okay, because it's scientifically proven that when your mind is overly stressed, it wears on the body. Like the scriptures go into in the Apocrypha, that a sorrowful heart and a failing of eyes, that took many men out. Many men died from a sorrowful heart because you have what they call stress-induced heart attacks, man. I think I was talking to one of the brothers, man. I think, was it D-Mash? I can't recall it. And that's how you know they were under a lot of stress, because I'm noticing that my memory is getting my memory is getting more clogged up by the fucking day. And I'm a brother that I could remember shit from when I was 2-3 years old. So it's unnatural for me to forget things, but lately I've been forgetting shit or just not being able to process things in a timely manner. Because you're constantly being attacked, man, from body pains, mental pains. You're dealing with people. You got the work of the Lord, body ailments, work, constantly sick, stuff. It's just a whole plethora of shit we're dealing with. And you can tell. You can look at brothers' countenance and you can see when they're worn out. You can tell when they've had it. Enough is enough, and to the point they want to throw in the towel. But see, the scriptures say that though our outward man perishes, daily our inward man is constantly renewed day by day. So you may not have it in you physically to want to do things, but spiritually you're going to keep pushing because you understand this is the condition of the battle. Okay, like a soldier is constantly up against stress. Okay, mental perplexities, back against the wall mentality, so to speak, and they have to keep going because they have one goal, the mission, whether it means life or death. Okay, so with that being said, man, I woke up to a few things, man, and you know what? I say last night, the Lord showed me a beautiful sign. I don't know if I'll speak on it or I may, but I don't want to sound too presumptuous. But at the end of the day, it's time to start speaking on things that we are confident about. Because the Lord has very strange ways of showing you that who his men are. And honestly speaking, it's to the point we say we the hopeful elect and we believe that, but you got to really believe it, and you got to wear that. Okay, because the Most High, he handpicked every brother in this thing to be in this thing, whether you were of the elect or not. You were handpicked by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai himself or themselves to do the work of the Most High. Now, to see you through, that's up to the Lord. But you got to believe through that breakthrough. You have to keep going. You got to juggernaut through shit. Because if you don't have that mindset of pulling through, then the Lord going to set up certain offenses, certain stumbling blocks to get you up out of here. Because they say what don't kill you makes you stronger. And you have to believe that. Okay, but I woke up this morning to just more vexation, to the point brothers in the group chat, they posted clips of different things, like women. For example, this one bitch, she was like, well, if one man get one like X, Y, and Z, I'm gonna beat his ass and all this other shit. Just overly jealous, overly jealous of shit, man. And that's another constant thing. You have a nagging ass woman, that is constantly harassing you about shit that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? And I know brothers go through things like that. And it's not even on it. It's just the fact that they're out of order. They're completely out of order. And if I was on the other shoe to say, look, if I catch my woman, I'm like, look, bitch, I'm going to beat your ass if I find out you DMing somebody on Facebook or whatever. Which you shouldn't have a Facebook anyway. But that's neither here nor there. And I'm just using that as an example. But if you do that, you'll fucking go to jail. But they can outwardly express their disdain and their jealousy for other men, okay? And that was just one thing. That's not even the most important part. The part that really pissed me off was the fact I seen another video of these drag queens, and it had to be these 1, 2 year old toddlers. Okay, that and these drag men or whatever, these RuPaul individuals was literally twerking in front of 3, 4 year old 2, 3 year old kids, man. They maybe one at the youngest. And you got these stupid ass fucking parents sitting around laughing and clapping and smiling. But isn't that a form of child abuse? And you know the kids are gonna grow up with a state of constant confusion. But you know what? Mainly they were Edomite kids, so fuck them Edomite kids. You promoted violence and wickedness in the earth, okay? You promoted debaucherous behavior. So now you're reaping what you sow, because now the fact you put those heinous acts in the world, now those things are coming back to bite you. Now your kids are being exposed to tranny and drag shows. But it's just a constant state of vexation because we understand that Jake kids are being exposed to that too. I mean, you have a 2, 3 year old Jake toddler, and you got a fucking a drag queen with makeup, black eyes, man, lipstick, different colors, purple, green, orange hair, all this shit, man. And the kid just looking there like that. The kid is traumatized, man. Like, what the fuck is going on? But we supposed to be happy with that, man. But when you go to these other countries like France, they over there, they're protesting parliament, they're rioting, man. They're not going for the bullshit of the government, man. And then you read in the comment boards of the people that's opposing the folly here, they're like, why aren't you Americans, why aren't you still paying taxes? Stop paying taxes. Your tax dollars are funding this wickedness and it. And they got a point there. But see, you fucking Americans are that goddamn stupid. You that damn dumb, man. You're that fucking off and dumb. Here you are paying your money to a government that's taking your tax dollars and funding tranny shows, putting your money to fight this war, to they'd rather put money to to help a soldier get his rod chopped off to become a what you call that new her, whatever that shit is called, man. I work with a fucking bitch like that, man. On her email thing, it got her/she or some shit. I don't know, man. Those pronouns. I put it that way. But basically, they're taking your money and they're funding this shit. And you just sitting back doing this, you ain't even paying attention. You like, okay, that's fine. What I'm going to wear to work tomorrow? What I'm going to eat for lunch? What bar I'm going to go and get drunk at tonight? What adultery I'm going to commit? That's the mindset you in. Why you got other countries, they're sick and tired of this fucking place, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we don't blame France. I don't blame France. I don't blame France. I don't blame Morocco. All these countries that's riding on the planet Earth because of the tyranny of these governments. And you dumb fucking Americans, you just sit back and you allow the shit. That's why when the Most High really visits Babylon the Great, you people, you just going to be straight up flatline. You're going to be steamrolled over and deservedly so, man. Because we're sick and tired of this bullshit, man. Every day we wake up, it's a constant state of vexation. You got to deal with the bullshit at work. You over fucking work, man. They want to put more obligations on you than what's required. They want you to give your whole all into this fucking work culture. Like, that's not my life. I'm only doing this to pay my bills. I don't care about that shit, man. But then they try to constantly break you mentally to get you to mold. They want you to mold to their fucking agenda. You know what I'm saying? You got momos out here. You got fucking murderers. You got rapists. Okay? You got constant attacks of the mind, body, man. People is fucking with your livelihood, with your well-being. Okay? People is fucking with your spirit. You know? You go outside, fucking car breakdown. You got demons literally, you can't see demons literally fucking with your car, man, overnight. Like my car, bro. I brought my vehicle. It was in tip-top condition. A month later, the bitch started having fucking problems. And I take care of my car. You know what I'm saying? And that's just an example. I buy it from an Edomite. Ain't nothing wrong with this fucking thing. Motherfucker drive perfect, get up. Because it's a performance car, a super sport. So it gets up. A month later, I'm driving the fucking car. All of a sudden, it doesn't perform the way it was when I bought it from Esau. Okay, it stops, it shakes. You know, it hesitates now. It's like, damn. You know, just shit like that. You come in the house, all of a sudden you see a fucking mouse run through the damn living room. You don't know if it's shitting in your food. Then all of a sudden you get sick. It's constant state of vexation, man. And I don't get how you niggas want to stay here. Like, I cry every fucking day. I'm ready to get the fuck out. I'm like, Lord, if it's this, but just take me out. Kill me, man. You know, and you get to that point sometime. But, you know, we speak sometimes presumptuously because really I don't want to give up the ghost on this side, man. I want to see this fucking place. I think I've earned to see this fucking place fall. And I think, and you brothers, you should feel the same way, man. If you truly convicted by the Holy Spirit, you've earned to see this bullshit ass fucking place fall, man. Even if it's within my last breath, as long as I make it to see this fucking place fall, I'm cool, man. Even if the Lord don't take me up, just to see this fucking place fall, I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the mentality you gotta have. Now, do we want salvation? You damn right. I want salvation. That's the reason why we doing these shows and living our lives the best way we can. Fuck what you people think. But anyway, enough of the ranting. I just got a couple of precepts here. Salakia. This is the book of Habakkuk, the first chapter, verse 1. It says the burden which Habakkuk the prophet did see is a burden. When you think of a burden, you think of something that's heavy or heavy laden on you. A burden is something that's too hard for you to fucking carry. Okay, or if you're carrying, let's just say you're carrying 2 tons of luggage to the vehicle and it breaks your ass down for you get, that's a burden, man. And then you got to deal with the bullshit of the world. You got to deal with your family. You got to deal with your kids. You know what I'm saying? You got to deal with your woman when she ain't in the right mindset to get her back on point. You know, and they don't realize how much stress is being thrown at the men of the Lord. They don't get that, man. They add to our afflictions, man. Okay, these scoffers and scorners. You know, Esau want to send you bills in the mail. He wants to harass you. You know, all types of shit, man. Oh, did you know that you had a warrant for a traffic ticket from 10 years ago? Now you owe $350 and $200 more to get out of jail. That's $500 fucking dollars down the drain for nothing, for dumb shit. You see, constant. And it says, oh, Yahweh, how long should I cry? And thou will not hear. Look, man. I'm like, look, man. I said, the Lord said, look, you're going to have to do something, man. I said, you constantly, you promise us. And you got to remind the Lord of these promises. I'm like, you tell us to be strong. You tell us to be courageous. But if we're not getting the boost and the support we need, then how are we going to make it through it? And we are getting support. We're getting the ability to do these shows every single day. But it's constantly wearing down. Every day chips away at your life here. Okay, I feel like every day I'm losing a minute of my life, bro. Like every single day, I feel like I'm closer to giving up the spirit. And brothers feel like that all the time in this thing because of the constant stress, the loads. You know, and you do things to try to combat that stress, you know, like work out, you eat properly, you know, you take time off, you rest, you know, you watch good movies and things like that. You know, you do things. But when you have a pain in the body that you can't work out, like I've been suffering from this nerve pain in my foot and my left foot for 2 months, going on 2 months now. And everybody that know me knows I'm into fitness. I love to work out. I like to train. I haven't been able to work out good in 2 fucking months, man. And I'm seeing brothers getting it in and getting it in. And that bothers my spirit because it's like every time I get to where the fuck I want to be body wise, something always happen, man. All the fucking time, bro. It's like every time I fucking get to where I want to get to, it's like a demon just come and take it, man. And it's like I'm tired of going through that shit. It's like I get right where I want to get and all of a sudden I get hit with an illness, something, man. And I'm a pretty healthy dude. I don't have an overly fucked up diet. I balance. I don't drink fucking pop or none of that shit. I drink water, juice. I eat fruit, you know, and I eat my bullshit too. I mean, I ain't gonna cap and say I have the best diet. Because being in Babylon, that's impossible. But I balance my diet out. I got a lot of fiber, you know, supplements, all this shit. But still, arthritis pains, they like, well, it could be arthritis. It could be too. I said, dude, the issue is coming from my lower back. I said something in my sciatic nerve is causing the fucking pain. You want to prescribe anti-inflammatories. I'm like, dude, you need to figure out something, chiropractic, whatever. Y'all need to put something back in alignment. Something is out of alignment. Well, the word comp doctor said you can't do, man. Fuck this place, man. You know, and I want to scream louder than this. I want to shout, man, to the top of my fucking lungs, but I got neighbors, so I got to be considerate. But I'm constantly vexed. I can't even, bro, I can't even do any fucking squats, man. If I walk too long, all of a sudden I get sharp radiating pains through my, it's like I'm being poked all over my body, man. Shit came out the blue. Now, could it be wear and tear on the body? Of course, you know, I was very active, gymnastics and more, all that shit, it takes a toll. But it's just like, damn, why now? Why now when I need my body the most? You know, I'm afraid to do pull-ups because if I come down on my foot wrong off getting off the bar, I'm gonna injure something. So I just sitting back and just sitting back and bearing this shit and praying. And you know, I do my workouts here and there, but I can't go as hard as I want. I don't feel the gains anymore. I'm working out, but I'm not getting any bigger because it's not consistent. I'm losing muscle. You know, 1 minute you see me, I'm like damn near Incredible Hulk, and then fucking a month later I'm back down to Bruce Lee. You know, which I don't mind. I like being slim and shit like that. But, you know, Jake be wanting the gains a little because it's just healthy for the body, you know. And that's just an example. Not being able to go run and jog, ride my fucking bike, things like that. It's like, God damn, how much more? Brothers are getting sick with one elder told me, he's like, man, he was sick for 2 months and he don't know what the fuck it was. He was just sick for 2 months. So this is something that's going around the body. We're all being afflicted. I'm noticing every brother damn near in this thing is being hit with some heavy plagues, man. But the scriptures say we're going to suffer for righteousness' sake. For you wicked ass niggas out there going to say some, because y'all GMS niggas. No, we're suffering for righteousness' sake because what are we doing wrong to fuck over people? Now, are we perfect? No. Do we sin? Yes. Of course, we're getting paid for the things we've done in our past lives and being afflicted for righteousness' sake. But these things are not meant to kill us. They're to make us stronger. Okay, and the Lord revealed that to me last night. Right when I went to bed, I sent up some prayers, and the Lord answered the prayer like immediately. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm getting a strike on the video because I hear my phone go off, but it was a comment on the video that solidified my prayer, and it was like, wow. And I slept good last night. I slept like a baby. You know what I'm saying? That comforted me. So I have to constantly remember that it's a balance. But it says, oh Lord, how long should I cry and thou wilt not hear? Even cry unto thee of violence and thou wilt not save. Man, the violence, the drag queen shit, man, all this stuff. It's constantly perplexing in the spirit. Okay, no judgment is being done properly, man. Esau is getting away. It's like the wicked is winning, if you look at it that way. And it says, why dost thou show me iniquity and cause me to behold grievance? It's like, damn, how much longer are we going to have to endure this shit? How long are we going to have to continue to see these wicked ass heathens win and rule over our people? It says, for spoiling and violence are before me, and they that rise up strife and contention. So Habakkuk was perplexed on all sides. And you know what? We're in the same spirit. This is a constant state of the men of the Lord being constantly wore out and harassed and beat upon spiritually. But we're going to be callous, like we're going to endure. But the more we endure without any judgment on the flip side, it's going to take a toll on brothers, man. And brothers will lose hope in that. That's why you got to continue to pray, man, asking the Lord to constantly renew your strength. Because if you be overly burdened and you're overly perplexed in the spirit without any remedy, it will drive you mad to the point you just be ready to go off the deep end. But it's the spirit that keep us sane. Because every fucking day I feel like losing my mind on these people. I really feel like that. Times I just feel like I want to walk out the house, man. I'm like, look, Lord, whatever happens, happens. But the spirit of the Lord keeps us in that tranquil spirit. But half the time I don't want to be bothered. I'm not the type of brother to fake it till I make it, man. If I feel some type of way about you, you're going to know it. You're going to find out sooner than later. I can only smile in your face for so long before I really start telling you how I feel. Like I got a meeting to go to this morning. I don't even feel like being around them. You know what I'm saying? Fucking bunch of women, a Momo and a overly effeminate ass Jake from IUIC. You think I want to be around motherfuckers like that? That's why I've been having the pleasure to work remotely, because I don't want to be around that shit. And I'm not in a state mentally where I can bear any of that bullshit anymore. I just can't bear it no more. So the thing just leave me the fuck alone, man. You're high and by. That's all I really want. I ain't trying to fucking meet your family. I don't want your cupcakes, okay? Even though the nigga did make some cupcakes last week. I couldn't have none because we was in the Feast on Unleavened Bread. But I'm like, hey, nigga, save me some of those. But it's just the point. I'm tired of focusing on the shit that don't matter. Okay, I'm ready to get the fuck out of here. And I'm ready for salvation. All right, I'm ready to see this devil suffer. I'm ready to see him in chains. I'm ready to see the 2/3 of you people destroyed. I'm ready to see you women with your fucking foot in your mouths and in your place finally. Okay, I'm ready to just shut the fuck up. All right, just be quiet and do what the hell you're told. Okay, and I'm ready for judgment. I'm ready for Jacob's trouble. I'm ready to start seeing you people get the judgment you deserve. I'm tired of seeing my brothers and myself and our families getting beat up on because y'all fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it, bro. It says, therefore, the law is slack and judgment doth never go forth. For the wicked doth compass about the righteous. Therefore, wrong judgment proceeded. Wrong judgment. When you have drags twerking in front of 2-year-old kids or babies, that is a fucking problem. And when you don't have an outcry for that, that means that the destruction is inevitable, man. That's not an outcry, so the Most High has to step in and do something soon. It has to. And it says, behold, ye among the heathen in regard and wonder marvelously. For I will work a work in your days which you would not believe, though it be told to you, and that work is being done now by raising up the tribes, okay, and also by the prophecies coming to pass. You know, when the Lord gonna turn this thing around so quick, brother, we gonna be like, damn. You know, back in my mind, I'm like, yeah, what took you so long? But we know that the Lord is never late. Every time I was to the point of breaking mentally or whatever, physically, the Lord always came through and showed me, like, look, this is the reason why, you know, I ain't gonna allow you to break too, I ain't gonna allow you to break too much. Like, I'm just on time. And when he answers the prayer right on time, you realize that you still have more fight in you than when you realize. A lot of times it just be your mind overly processing shit, and you be like, damn. Because you get desperate, because you get afraid, because eventually you're like, what if that become me? Like, we're in the urgency of being delivered because you don't want to get too wore out, man. And I get it. You know, like Apostle Ram, I looked up a term. It was called grin and bear it. Well, I ain't the grinning type, but I'll bear it, you know. I'm not grinning as shit. All right. Suffer pain and misfortune in a historical manner. All right. And the grin is just metaphorically speaking, meaning just don't let it fuck with you. Don't let it show. You know, but I have a stoic demeanor anyway. You know, anybody that knows me knows I don't really smile a lot unless I'm really, really smiling, unless I'm happy or in my element. Now, people that know me know about, yeah, this guy, he's always easygoing. He smiles a lot. You know, people that know me personally, but brothers that don't know me personally, they look at me like, let me, I say shalom to that brother, man. I'm going to keep my distance because he don't really look like the friendly type. And that's your perception. That's cool. You know, I don't mind that. But we need to get out of here, man. You know, we need to get out of here. But grin and bear it. Apostle Ramla looked up that term. 2 Corinthians 2, and I'm going to start at verses 4. Matter of fact, let's start at verses 8. It says, we are troubled on every side. We are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. Cast down, but not destroyed. So, yeah, we are troubled on every side. Like I was complaining and bitching just a minute ago about the troubles I'm going through and other brothers. Yeah, we're troubled, but we're not distressed. Well, sometimes we feel distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Well, we're not in despair because we still believe. The word perplexed goes into, oh no, what I do? Oh shit, what I do? Damn, let me do it again. Salakia. Perplexed. No, wait a minute. Let me look at it. Okay, we're not distressed. We are perplexed. Okay, I'm gonna look up distressed. That word goes into stenchadero, which means to be in a narrow place, straightened, compressed, cramped, reduced to straits, to be sorely straitened in the spirit. Well, we are going through that because the scriptures say the righteous will suffer many straits. Okay, meaning, but we still have that lifeline to depend on. It says we are troubled on every side, yet not distressed. We are perplexed, but not in despair. Persecuted, but not forsaken. So, yeah, this is persecution because we have to undergo and see the wickedness. Okay, like I just can't get it now. I don't give a fuck about you Edomite kids, man. That's your problem. Okay, you've put potholes in front of Jake kids for 500, 600 years. So it's about time that the systems that you set up start to work against you. Because now you got a lot of Edomites crying out, well, we ain't supposed to have drags on our children at school. That's tyranny. You need to stop paying your taxes, man. Well, you know what? Because you the wicked. Now what? Now you got what you deserve, nigga. But when I see Jake kids going through that, that's when it pinches a nerve. Twerking in front of a baby. But man, look, that's, bro, if you get caught disciplining your kid in public, they will take your child protective services, will take your children from you and throw you in jail. But yet, they could have drags dancing in front of 2-year-old children. Jake kids, fuck Esau kids. We don't give a fuck about them. Okay? But Jake kids are getting tortured and abused by the system, and nobody says anything about it. You see the hypocrisy? You smack the shit out your kid because they're talking back, but yet you get to have a Elmo dick in her face or in his face without your consent and knowledge. And most Jake parents ain't going for that shit. Most Jake parents, they ain't having their children. Jake will turn shit up when that happens. But Esau, he's all happy with the shit. Oh, you know, the stupid ass cracker mother, the soccer mom. Suzanne, you know, she's sitting there smiling, you know, and while a tranny is jerking, fucking twerking in front of your 2-year-old kid. You see that this is confusion, man. And it says, and always bearing about in the body of the dying of the Lord Yahweh Shai, because we die constantly. And the life also Yahweh Shai may be made manifest in our body, for which we live are always delivered unto death for Yahweh Shai's sake. And the life of also Yahweh Shai may be made manifest in our mortal flesh. That's right, man. So we constantly die day by day, brothers, man. You know, but honestly, I'm tired of dying. I'm ready to live. You know, I'm ready to live, bro. And people say, well, you ain't been in the truth that long. Look, man, even before we came in the truth, we were fucking wore out. Shit, don't give me that bullshit about, well, you've been in 11 years, you have no right to be wore out. Look, man, you don't put a time limit on how tired you get. Certain people run, some people can run only 50 meters and damn near pass out. Now, yes, you have to build up your endurance so you can run longer. Of course, we're not going to take that from you, but at the same time, I can't tell this man, you've been in 2 years, you already tired of the bullshit. He could have been dealing with shit before he came into the truth, man. So I ain't going to take that away from a brother that's been in 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. Shit, every man gets tired in his own account. Should he build up his endurance? Fuck yeah, definitely. But at the end of the day, man, you never know what that man is going through mentally, man. Shit piles up on us quick, you know. Daniel 7, and I'm going to start at verses 25. It says here, and he should speak great words against the Most High and should wear out the saints of the Most High, okay? And we are worn out, okay? We are completely worn out, brothers. All right, and I feel it. You just get aggravated. You just this grumpy old man, you know. But we try to bear through it, you know, the best way we can, and just continue to do right, man. Okay. To wear away, wear out, to harass constantly. Yep, constantly harass, man, through these demons, man, things in your life. It's constantly a state of harassment, and then it seems to never let off. And when it lets up, you know it's going to come back 10 times worse. It's them curses, man. All right, Yahweh Shai, Isaiah 53, the suffering servant. It says here, who have believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed? It says, for he shall grow up before him as a tender plant and as a root out of a dry ground, and he have no form nor comeliness. And that we shall see him, there is no beauty that we should desire him. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. That goes into mental, now I won't say mental illnesses, but mental perplexity, so to speak. How Shai dealt with a lot of mental grief from dealing with wicked ass Jakes, man. And knowing that the burden he had to carry to take the sins of the nation unto himself, that's no man can do that. I don't know how to, man. I mean, that's the Lord. He can do anything, but the average man couldn't pull that off. That's a suicide mission, man. It says, and we hid as it our faces from him, and he was despised, and we esteemed him not. It says, surely he have borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him and stricken him, smitten the Most High and afflicted. But he was wounded for our transgressions, and he was bruised for our iniquities. And the chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed, man. Okay? So yeah, brothers, that's pretty much it, man. I didn't want to get too much into it, but I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. And with that, Shalom and Abba.